Namaskar, I'm Astro Vastu expert Savvy Singh and welcome back to my YouTube channel Astro Vastu Savvy. In today's video, we are continuing further with the zodiac horoscope series for the month of August, and today we are going to talk about those who are governed by Capricorn as either their ascendant rising zodiac sign or as their moon zodiac sign. Now, in either cases, because you are somebody who's governed by the zodiac sign of Capricorn, what is the month of August really looking like for you in terms of your finances, in terms of your career, and in terms of your relationships is something that we're going to discuss in great detail in today's video. Now, as you know, as per the transit, you are somebody who is governed naturally by the planet Saturn. And Saturn is one planet which is the slowest moving planet as per Vedic astrology, and also it is the planet which is directly it has the authority to look after your karmas. So whatever you do is exactly what you get in return, and Saturn makes sure of it. So now, as per the transit, this planet became retrograde on the 13th of July. And when a slow moving planet like Saturn becomes retrograde, its impact deepens even further. And it naturally is a planet which is best known for its qualities of bringing obstacles. It is naturally the teacher which teaches you things the hard way. And when this planet becomes retrograde, it becomes even more strict. It becomes even more uncomfortable with its position, which is why everything that you were expecting to receive from this planet eventually, that delay becomes even more prolonged and even more stretched out for that matter. Now, when Saturn became retrograde this time, and as per your zodiac sign individually, this placement is in the third zodiac sign from your zodiac sign, or the third house from your zodiac sign. The third placement or the third house placement of this planet naturally means that this retrograde movement in the third house is going to firstly bring about very many changes in terms of your relationships with your colleagues, with your neighbors, and your siblings for that matter of fact. Other than that, the third house is also associated to the hard work that you put into your work. So now Saturn becoming retrograde in this part means that you're going to lack somewhere when it comes to the effort that you're going to put into your work, in your personal life, in your professional life. And Saturn is one planet which only understands what it sees. It doesn't read between the lines. It doesn't see the gray area. Everything for Saturn is black or white. So whatever it sees you doing as an individual is how the results vary in your life. Now, when Saturn is naturally going to put you in a spot where you're a lot more lazier, where you're a lot more indecisive, where you are not really putting in the effort that you need to in order to achieve that desired result that you desire, then that is where the problem escalates, and that is where the problem actually starts. Now, this movement or this retrograde movement of this planet in the third house from your zodiac sign naturally means that this is a time where you're going to be a lot more lazy. You're going to, not feel to put in that effort that is required for you to get that desired result, which is why you're going to see a lot more obstacles and a lot more delays in your life in general. Now, Saturn's movement here also means that this placement on the third zodiac sign also means that it is going to aspect the fifth zodiac sign from your zodiac sign, and the fifth zodiac sign is naturally a sign where all your planning comes from. The way you think, the way you execute things in your life is all the fifth house. If you're a student, this is the house of your education. If you're married and you have children, this house naturally determines the relationship and your bonds with your children. And if you're still in a relationship with somebody in matters of love, then this is a house which naturally looks after your love life. So in all of these aspects, also the third aspect of Saturn in this house is likely to bring some sort of indecisiveness. It can bring some misunderstandings between you and your children. It can also arise some sort of miscommunication or misunderstandings amongst lovers. And also this is naturally a house which governs your planning. So if you are planning to invest a handsome amount of money in any new investment, in any new deal, in any new property, in any new share for the matter of fact, I would definitely suggest you that you need to be very, very careful doing so going ahead. Best if you can take an advice from some person's financial advice that you trust completely, their second perspective about your thinking or your financial planning is something that's going to do wonders for you and is really going to come in handy for you in the month of August. So that is also something that you should deeply consider during the month of August. Other than that, Saturn is also naturally going to impact the 12th house from your zodiac sign, and the 12th house from your zodiac sign is naturally the house which is best associated to its characteristics of expenditure or losses. So this loss in expenditure can be in terms of money, in terms of monetary, or in terms of your physical or mental health also. So which is why also, because you're going to be very lazy during this month of August, you're going to not feel that spark within yourself where you really want to get out of bed, get out of the house and do things a certain way like they're supposed to be. That is why your mental health or your physical health is also something that you deeply need to be thoughtful towards. You need to consider it with great impact and responsibility. That is something that you have to look after very carefully during the month of August. Otherwise, health issues are also likely to prevail and escalate at the same time during the month of August. So for you specifically, you have to be very cautious in terms of your family life, in terms of your professional life, in terms of your finances and your health. So all over for you, if I say that this month of August is not bringing a lot of favorable changes for that matter of fact. However, how intense these changes would be in your life is something that can only definitely be described after looking at your personalized horoscope, because how well is this planet placed in your zodiac sign, or which houses does it really govern as per your individual horoscope is what determines that where are these issues that you are going to face during the month of August or until this retrograde movement of Saturn. But however, whenever a ruling zodiac sign's planet becomes retrograde or comes into an uneasy movement, you are likely to see some you are going to see some obstacles or some issues escalating because of the core characteristic or the core nature of this planet. However, the intensity can definitely vary person to person. Now, with keeping all of these things in mind, it also becomes important for you to realize that not everything that is going to happen during this month is going to be bad. If you are somebody who's planning to travel with your family, friends, or for work, travel is something that can prove to be beneficial for some of you. It is something where you are likely to see some favorable results. Maybe you're likely to network or associate yourself with certain set of people that will maybe ignite a spark in you, or maybe it will give will push you in that right direction that you need to maybe do a lot better in your career or your finances in general. So in that aspect, definitely you are likely to see some good results. Yes, you can make some financial investments during this month of period, but this period, but like I said earlier, you have to be cautious and you have to be very careful. It's your hard-earned money at the end of the day. For students, there is a possibility that some of you might feel that you're lacking focus, you're not putting in that right amount of effort. You're well aware of it that you're not putting that right amount of effort, but you might not be able to find that zeal or that one push or nudge that you need in order to get yourself back on that track. So that is something that you need to maybe do intentionally. If you think your focus is deviating a lot, if you think you're not able to find that right help that you need, then maybe focusing more on your physical and your mental health is something that will definitely improve your results, even in terms of your education for that matter of fact. So doing that is something that will come in very beneficial for you. This month can be positive in terms of your relationships, specifically with your family. So maybe a family outing, maybe a family get together is something that will definitely bring out some positive energy or some positive results in your life in general. Giving your health the utmost priority is something that you have to really consider and reconsider during the month of August. Taking care of your health is going to be a top priority for the most of you who are governed by this zodiac sign, and it will also be a vital suggestion from my end as an astrologer. Now, I do hope sincerely that you did like the video today. Now, if one remedy that I must suggest you that you must do during this month of August, and keep doing it once in a while, because Saturn is going to be retrograde for a period of time now. So one remedy that you must do is that you need to take a black piece of black cloth. You need to take a black piece of cloth, a small size, not a very big size. You need to fill it with a handful of black sesame seeds. wrap this up together and make it in a form of like, a small money bag, and you need to hang it on the main door of your house. If you can't hang it, maybe just place it close to the main door of your house. Do this remedy on a Saturday evening. If you do this remedy on the coming Saturday evening, then until the next Saturday, you need to keep this black piece of cloth placed at the very position where you placed it. The next Saturday, whichever comes, you need to open this up, and the black sesame seeds that you've put in this cloth, you need to discard them in flowing water. If you're unable to find flowing water anywhere close to the place that you live, then maybe you can also do this remedy in a Shani temple. You can offer these black sesame seeds to the Lord Shani, and along with the black cloth, piece of cloth that you've kept with it. If that is also not possible for you, then you can do the similar remedy. You need to untie this piece of cloth. You need to, pour the sesame seeds in the trunk of the, or in the root of the tree, and then you can just leave this piece of cloth near the peepal tree. So doing this remedy on a Saturday is something that will definitely enhance the energies of this planet Saturn for you, and will bring wonderful and auspicious results in your life. I sincerely hope that you did like the video today. If you did find the video today insightful, and if you're a keen learner of astrology, numerology, or these occult sciences, then I also hope that you find the other videos on my channel insightful. And if you do, please feel free to share with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I will be coming back with more such insightful videos on my YouTube channel. Until then, stay tuned, and may you all have a wonderful day. Namaskar.